We're going on the wild side now with Fresno's Chaffee Zoo, and Josh is here this morning with a little critter. Good morning, Josh.
Good morning.
Good to have you on.
Thank you.
What is this thing?
This is an East African sand boa.
So, boa.
Boa, yes.
Oh, great.
Not quite as big as other boas when you hear that. Don't worry, I've got her. I'm not going to get you.
Did you have her, or does she have you?
A little bit of both, actually. She's kind of wrapped around me. It's a little cold in here.
Yeah.
From East Africa, you'd find her in the deserts. It's a lot colder in here than it would be where she's from. So she's kind of holding on to me for warmth.
Yeah, not a big fan of the AC, I guess.
No, not a huge fan of the AC for sure.
So you have to keep her cage heated up?
Absolutely, yes.
And what? I'm a little nervous when a snake comes around, anytime, of course. Doesn't matter if they're that small or not. Is this a baby, judging by the size?
No, this is actually a full-grown.
Okay.
And since she's a girl, she's actually a little bit bigger. Than the species. The females are a little larger.
The girls are larger?
Yeah, and that's true of a lot of reptile species. So males are probably going to be 5-6 inches shorter than Cleo here. So.
Wow. I don't know if we can see it close enough, but if you zoom into the face on this thing, it's really strange. Tell us about the eyes.
Well, I'm sure she thinks our faces are a little strange too, right? We don't like to say her face is strange, but it is different than other snakes.
She might not like that.
In the fact that her eyes are actually on top of her head, as opposed to the side of her head. And that's important for her. Being a sand boa, she actually will burrow into the sand and just leave that little face sticking out.
There's a whole point to that, though.
Yeah, so her eyes are the only thing sticking out of the sand. So when a lizard or a small rodent were to come by, it's dinner. And she can see it without coming the whole way out of sand.
It's dinner time.
Way coming out of sand, yeah.
Is she thinking that about me right now?
No. No matter what, you are a little bit too big for this girl to want to eat.
Well, that's reassuring.
Yeah.
You know, and those eyes, too, they're kind of camouflage.
Sure, for sure.
You can hardly see that they're there.
Yeah, and with the coloration being in the sand, you're not going to see the snake at all, especially if you're something small like a rat or a lizard. So definitely very well camouflaged, not just with the face, but also the back, you know, kind of blends in with the sand.
You can't really tell the difference from the front end or the back end.
For sure, yeah. Just a real tiny little tail on the end there.
All right, well, pretty neat. You guys have a big event coming up pretty soon here too, don't you?
Absolutely, yeah. October 15th, we're getting ready to open up the African Adventure.
Wow.
And when you get there, look at the opening pathway. It's actually modeled after this snake's back.
Is that right?
Yeah, so definitely take a look at that and other hidden secrets throughout the African Adventure exhibits.
Great, October 15th, coming up pretty soon.
Coming up pretty soon.
Exciting. All right, Josh, thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for having us.
With your little friend there. And let's check in with Charlie Rose in New York for a look at what's coming up.